I ran away 3 days before my wedding. Ethan, my fiancé, killed himself in our new house and left everything to me. While I was packing up his things, I saw walls covered in my pictures, the floor still stained with blood. His assistant told me, Mr. Hayes loved you for years. His depression was severe. Seeing you, thinking of you, was the only thing that made him feel better. Everything was terrifying, suffocating, and strangely, incredibly sad. So when I got a second chance faced with my best friend Liam's escape plan, I smiled and said, I'm not going. I wanted to see just how far gone this man who supposedly loved me was. Ethan died 3 days after I ran. My dad and brother apologetically told him I'd skip town, and as they drove away from his mansion, they got the news. Ethan had slit his wrists. He didn't make it. His will, already prepared, left everything to me. I was in Canada when I got the call from my brother. I went numb. To me, Ethan was a stranger who'd forced a marriage proposal on my family. But everything pointed to a long-standing, deep love for me. I flew back for the funeral, stiffly accepting Ethan's ashes. He had no family. His background was a mystery. His assistant looked sadly at the urn and murmured, he loved you for years. His depression was crippling. Only you, the thought of you, kept him going. I thought if you married him, he'd be okay. But he trailed off. He wasn't blaming me, but the guilt twisted in my gut. He gave me a key. This is the estate Mr. Hayes bought for you. The house he decorated for your wedding. The place he died. The estate was huge, with green lawns and even a private horse track. Everything was in my favorite shade of sapphire blue. The furniture, the decor, all my taste. One room was filled with pictures of me. From sophomore year of college onwards, snapshots of my life. Like he'd been watching me. The bloodstains on the floor were dark and stark. It was all horrifying, suffocating, and I was so sad. Then the anger hit. If he loved me, why didn't he say something? Why barge into my life demanding marriage? How could I have ever said yes? Was this his plan all along? To die and make me feel guilty for the rest of my life? Fat chance. I donated everything, including the house. The cleaning crew ripped the photos off the walls, tossing them onto the floor to cover the blood. Ethan Hayes, with his short, strange life, vanished. It took me 3 days to accept I'd been given a second chance. 3 days ago, Ethan had come to my family, practically forcing a proposal down our throats. Liam, my best friend since childhood, immediately told me to run, hide out in Canada. That's what I did last time. This time, remembering the photos, the blood, I shook my head. I'm not running. I said, I need to find out why he wanted to marry me. Ethan was a big deal. He was in a meeting when I arrived. His assistant took me to his office. He'll be down shortly. I just nodded. He was quick. Before I'd even finished my tea, he strode in, fastening his cufflinks. He stopped when he saw me. Ms. Gray, he said, his face cold and distant, like I was a stranger. His coldness threw me. Mr. Hayes, I finally asked, my father says you want to marry me. Why? I want to. That's reason enough, he said. I was speechless. How was I supposed to respond to that? I grabbed my purse. I'll be going then. Ethan's expression flickered with surprise. Leaving already? I stared at him until his face went pale, a look of resignation washing over him. He stepped aside to let me pass. If I hadn't known he supposedly loved me, I would have thought he was messing with me. I sighed and grabbed his sleeve. How about we have dinner? Our interaction clearly unnerved Ethan's assistant. As I left, he apologized profusely. Mr. Hayes isn't good with women. Please don't be offended, Ms. Gray. I'm not offended. I smiled. I rather like his look. It's very much my type. The office door wasn't completely closed. I saw Ethan touch his face, looking bewildered. I grinned at the assistant. I'm taking your boss to dinner tonight. Remind him, okay? Don't let him stand me up. He nodded frantically, like I might change my mind. As I walked out, my phone buzzed. Liam. I ignored it, staring at the clouds, my mind racing. Liam was a good friend. He always looked out for me. But best friends, like all relationships, fade. Like they did last time. He met someone